So welcome to December 27th, 2023. I'm headed out to the garage again to go do some playing with some stuff I got today. As you can see, we've got a little snow. Not a lot, not horrible, but it is snow. So I went into town today and washed my truck off after being on the road on Monday. That was horrible. But I got something for the vet that's going to make it easier during the winter time. Oops, my light's covered with snow here. Gotta get that off so it shines on my flag. As you can see, my door is still up. Oh, I forgot to get some sealant. I was going to seal that gap there on both sides, but doesn't really need it. Still looking good though. But like I was saying, I got some cool stuff for the vet for storing it in the wintertime. These dollies, they actually work pretty good. The part I don't like about them is you got to jack the car up to get them underneath. And I've been eyeballing something at Harbor Freight, and it finally came on sale, and that's what I was waiting for. I got these Daytona wheel dollies, or car dollies, or whatever you want to call them, but they're self-jacking, and it's going to make it much easier to move the car around, I think. I watched a couple of videos, done reviews and everything about these things, and they actually work pretty good. There's one thing you got to do if you ever get these, and that's take the axle out of the wheel and put some grease on it. And they say that makes it a lot easier to move the car around. So that's going to be my plan for right now, is to get that taken care of. Put some grease on the axles. Then I'll put these together, and then I'll take the car off of these old ones, and we'll do an ops check on this the new Daytona ones to see if they work. So I'll be back when I get the I'll be back when I get the one of the wheels out, so I can show you what it is, and I'll grease them up. Alright, here's what we got in the box. Instruction manual. Probably won't need those. Got a wheel. I think there's 4 of them. 2. This is what they look like without the plastic on them. But we got to take the wheel out, well, the axle out, and put some grease on those bearings. That's 3. And there's 4. And then we got this thing. Alright. There we go. This thing's actually pretty heavy. Just letting you know. But should work really well. And this is the forward and reverse part of it. So I'll be back when I get this put together, or when I get a wheel taken apart. Okay, I just noticed that 2 of these have locks on them. So we're going to put those on the same side as the handle going up and down. So just so you know, 2 have locks, 2 don't, which is good. Yeah, I already loosened these nuts. And I'll show you how what these look like when they come apart. This is what you really got to grease. I thought I turned that down. But anyway, you got to put grease on these things. And there's little roller bearings inside here that you got to grease as well. So we're going to do that too. I don't know if you can see that or not, but I just slide right into there. And you squeeze that together when you... It goes together pretty easy. I don't have any gloves with me, so you're going to have to bear with me. I'll show you what it looks like when I get done greasing though. Alright, I got one all greased up. It went pretty good, pretty easy to do. It's ready to go back together now. Just gotta put one of these dust caps on each side. Grease up the axle a little bit. This has got a keyed bolt in it, so it's easy enough to put in. Push down. I'm gonna grab the nut. Put the nut on there. Wipe off the hands a little bit so we don't get our wrenches too greasy. Snug it up. And boy, does that roll smooth. Boy, does that roll smooth as a baby's butt. I'll wipe the grease off these things when I get them all done, but that's what you got to do to grease these things. So I'm not going to put any grease on this roller here up on top. Not yet anyway. If I need to, I will, but I don't think I will. I don't think I'll need it. I guess I could take that nut off there. Back that up, take the cap off, but I don't want to lose any of the balls, so I'm just going to leave that alone. But I'll be back when I get them all done. Yeah, I got the bolt out of the one with the brake on it, and you got to put it back together a certain way, obviously. But this just sits right in there, that little hole right there. Just lift that up. That's how it goes. Pretty easy to do. All right, I got them all put together, and they roll really, really nice. Really nice. But one thing on these brakes you gotta be careful of is don't tighten this nut too tight, or you won't be able to move your lever. So just an FYI and a heads up. So one thing I didn't realize was these things come packed with grease on this bar. So you gotta wipe off most of it because it's way too much grease. All right, like I said, I'm putting the brakes, the ones with the brakes on them, on this side by the lever. And this little square cutout actually fits in this little square hole on this frame. So you don't have to get a wrench in there to hold it or anything. And it takes an 18mm wrench to tighten it, tuck her up, and you're good to go. It's gonna work so much better than them other ones, I'll tell you that right now. Whoa, it's not locked down. But like I said, these things come packed with grease, as you can tell. And I'm going to wipe most of that off before I use them, because that's just a dust collector basically. Need some grease, but I don't think you need quite that much. So that's what you got to do to get these things put together. And I'm going to work on the other three, and I'll be back when I'm done with those. Alright, one thing I figured out, if anybody takes theirs apart and greases their bearings out, these the ones without the brake has a shorter through bolt than the ones with the brake. So just an FYI. They're two different size bolts, two different length bolts. Same size, different length. So I figured that out the hard way. Alright, we got them all put together and ready to roll. Need to get my jack out now and get these old ones out of here. And I got a use for those too. I'm going to put them on my cadet lawnmower over there. So I'm getting ready to jack this thing up, take these out, set it back on the ground where it's supposed to be, and then we'll try these things out. They roll around really super easy right now, but I'm really happy with the way they move. Super easy. Yeah, these things are actually pretty easy to use. Pretty easy, actually. Pretty easy. One more. That's how you do that. All right. Easy peasy compared to jacking the car. I like it a lot.
From your head down to your feet. And birds on the yard.
I like that much better. I really do. Now let's see how easy it is to spin it around. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh my. Oh, that is so nice.
The Andy Griffith Show.
That is so nice.
Starring Andy Griffith. With Ronnie Howard. Also starring Don Knotts.
So nice.
Hope you better hurry along them grits. You're gonna be late for school.
I ain't hungry.
You ain't hungry. What's the matter with you?
I love that thing.
Feels normal.
I love it.
Oh, you got something you want to tell me? No. Oh, you got something you don't want to tell me.
Oh, it's old lady Crump.
Oh, lady, what?
Oh, that's his new teacher. He liked the old one.
Oh. Well, to start with, you better call her miss. What is she don't like about it?
She gives too much homework.
Is it because she gives too much or because you ain't done it?
You ask any of the fellas. Miss Warner, she never gave us all this history junk.
History.
All right, I got the brakes all set.
Doesn't seem to be they're starting off young for history.
Well, maybe they
I'm
have
really
to.
happy with
There's
it.
more of it these days.
Right to me.
I'm really happy with those. Okay, that investment's gonna be worth its weight in gold, I think. So I'm really happy with them. I really am. So we'll see if I trip on them or not. I didn't think my garage would ever be this cluttered up, but it's getting that way. I need to get that Ranger out of here. But Darcy will never come out when it's cold out, I don't think so. So welcome to another beautiful day in my neighborhood. It's December 28th, and I know I said I was probably not going to have any more entries on my video, but I got an email from Harbor Freight yesterday, or last night, I don't remember when, but after I bought those 4 Dollies, and I said I wasn't going to buy the rack for it until after maybe closer to spring when I got a discount code. But they sent me an email yesterday for an Inside Track members only to get 25% off their next purchase. So guess what I did? Yep, I went and bought me the rack to store it on, to store the stuff on. So my plans right now is to put this thing together. Shouldn't take too long, I wouldn't think, but I do really like those Dollies though. They work really well, pretty slick. So that's my plan for today. Won't take me more than probably half an hour at the most, maybe, I think. But I'll be back when I got it put together, and if there's any issues, I'll report on that too. So I'll be back. This is what you get in a package. Get 2 side rails, 1 support rod, 4 wheels, 4 nuts that go on the wheels, and 2 bolts to keep the whole frame together. And these nuts are 14 millimeter, and the bolt head is a 17 millimeter. So it looks pretty straightforward. Yeah, let's get put together. It's an easy peasy. And that is it. I'm debating on drilling another hole in this bracket. Well, I can't really. Doesn't look like. But yeah, I think it's gonna work out good. That's it. And that's how that goes together. Should work out good. No need to take those wheels apart on this and grease this thing. It moves pretty easy. So yeah. So now I got everything for the Dollies. It's gonna work out pretty good, I think. I do like them a lot. I really do, compared to the other ones. And I don't know if this is gonna be my last video for 2023, but probably will be, more than likely. So, as always, stay safe, stay healthy, and stay grape. Happy New Year. Hope you all had a great Christmas. And maybe 2024 will be better, but it's not looking good. Biden's really messing things up. And I think he's fast tracking everything he wants to do before he gets voted out. So this country's going to be unrepairable. And I hate to see it. I never thought I'd see it in my lifetime, but here we are. I hope I'm not, I hope I'm lying to you. And this doesn't come true. And this doesn't come to be true. But it's not looking good for America anymore. So, anyway. It is what it is. Commie states is coming fast. So we'll see y'all on the next video, if there is one. Like I said, I'm getting kind of tired of doing this anyway, so you guys don't need to watch me do my stuff every day. So this will probably be my last video entry. It will be the last one for 2023, but it also might be my last one ever. So we will talk to y'all later. Stay safe, stay healthy, and most of all, stay grape and keep America grape, or make America grape again. So take care, everyone. Thanks for watching.